MHSA, with its longtime corporate sponsor, Northwestern Energy, is proud and pleased to cooperate in televising this postseason event.
The folks around here know that if you're part of a place, you should take care of it. At First Interstate, taking care of our customers has always been our top priority. Over the years, that commitment hasn't changed. You've helped us become one of the region's strongest banks, and we still believe in the future of this place we call home.
Time has changed many things in Butte, but one thing has remained the same for over 50 years. For the best in carpet, you go to Chuck's Custom Floors. Through the years, carpet styles have varied, but one thing that has not changed is the professional customer service you receive at Chuck's Custom Floors. They carry a wide range of carpet, including Shaw. They can install linoleum, ceramic and hardwood floors, plus the staff can do window treatments. You deserve the best, so does your home. That's why for over 50 years, Butte families have kept coming back to Butte's best, Chuck's Custom Floors.
Back here at the Butte Civic Center on Bresnan Communications, as CMR has pulled out to a 17-6 lead over Billings West, 5:30 to play till halftime. If you're West High, you got to get some points. You got to get them in a quick hurry. There's Muller. That's the type of way you get back into the ballgame. He's played well. He has 4 in the ballgame, and the lead is 8-8. Half-court trap. What's West High looking for? Obviously, turnovers. There's what you're looking for right out front, a double team. But Agamemnon, boy, nice play. Off they go. Shot put up, and no good by CMR's Copeland. On the floor, ball fought for. Now it's on the end line, and they will say what? They say it's West High
Should
ball.
be going to West.
When you're in that was like a three-quarters trap there, John. What are they looking for? Obviously a turnover, but what, you try to trap a kid?
Well, they've got some size out here trapping, and they have quickness trapping, and they're looking to get a steal on the pass across court. And actually, the press is bothering CMR.
Muller, who's played very well, off the King. Now they go to Stordahl, who's been very quiet here. Down, low shot. No, rejected by Eustis. Big time reject by him. Back come the Rustlers. Up 17-8, 4:45 to play here in our first half. Agamemnon, off they get it to Parsons. Parson wheels it back to Copeland, and back they go far side. West High in a 2-3 zone now. They go inside, they throw it away. Now taken away, finally picked up by whom, and we'll have a foul called on Bliskin. That'll be his first personal, third team foul against CMR.
Coaches are trying to make their adjustments right now, and Billings West has got to get into a flow on offense. I don't think they're being patient enough. They're trying to get up shots too quick. Ball's going inside. Eustis is blocking everything. They've got to kick it back out to their three-point shooters, and they got to have some success for them to get back in this basketball game.
West High, a big three-point shooting team, has yet to make a trifecta so far. Off to Stordahl, who's their big-time gun. Now to Murray near corner. Gets a pick out front. And now a foul against Eustis. Boy, that'll drive you crazy if you're head coach.
Well, he's talking to him right now, and he didn't hedge correctly in the first place, and then he reached with that arm. Those are the kind of fouls he doesn't need, perimeter fouls. He's too valuable in the key area. I don't know. He probably got 5 or 6 blocks already this game.
He has 2 personals now. That was a big key going in, is to try to keep him out of foul trouble if you're CMR. Stordahl with it down low. Ball's intercepted by Parsons, and back comes the Rustlers. Agamemnon down the floor with it. Tries to go inside. Spin move. Off they go. Winsky, his shot up. His shot no good. Rebound comes down. And a 3 by Parsons, rims in and out, no good. And boy, oh boy, CMR is getting a lot of second chance opportunities here. Unfortunately, they were not able to score.
I think these guys...
Now West High throws it away.
See, now it's just a normal V cut, and that's just how shook up CMR has them offensively right now.
That Russell defense has been the storyline so far here in the 2009 state championship game here on Bresnan Communications. Half-court trap, off they go, across the 10-second line. Good play there by CM Russell. Out front, Agamemnon with it. West High stays in that 2-3 zone they started, and a man-to-man. Russell trying to be patient offensively, out front with the ball. Bliskin, off they go near side to Stawinski. Into Houston. That's a good place to go if you're Russell. Shut up and in. He has 6 now in the ball game. The lead is 11 at 19-8. Back comes West High. Here's J.C. Murray down the floor. Off to Stordahl. Stordahl at the free throw line. Over to Murray. Boy, CMR's defense has just been outstanding here. Down low to King. Goes down low. He's fouled in there by Parsons, so will pick up his first personal. And for the Rustlers, that is their 6th team foul here of the first half. Boy, the free throw line has not been a factor. I looked down, John. There's been 8 free throw shots between the two teams. Nobody has made a free throw yet. Oh, check that. 1 free throw made, that by Jordan Harper. So they're 1 of 9, the two teams combined, as King makes his first one.
You know, there's 3 things in basketball. You have to rebound, you have to transition, you have to make free throws to win basketball games. And it could come back to affect you later on. Right now, CMR is in total control of this basketball game. And they're taking what I think is a great offensive game totally out of their game plan, totally out of what they're doing. I think West needs to show a lot more patience to climb back in this game.
Well, King shows some patience there at the line as he makes 2, and the lead now at 9. At 19-10, CMR over Billings West, 2:31 to play here in our first half. Stawinski off to get it to Alex Martinez, as CMR has gone a little smaller with Eustace sitting down for maybe the rest of the first half. He has 2 personals. Fade away, Jay, shut up and in.
Parsons is a sleeper. He's a tremendous offensive player. And he made a big 3 last night in the semifinal game to make a difference in that game.
He now has 4 in the game. King goes down low to Halverson, and without Eustace in the game, Billings West goes right down, and they get 2. Sometimes you got to be aware who's out on that floor, and West High certainly was there with big number 34 on the bench for CMR. Martinez takes it down low. Off they go to Harper. His shot no good. Rebound comes down to Harper. Good hustle. Shot good. He got fouled. Terrific second effort.
Harper this year is one of the most underrated players in the conference. He's a great shooter. He tore us up here in Butte. And you know, everybody thinks that CMR does not have a perimeter game. They got 3 or 4 outstanding shooters also. But what they're doing, they're attacking the basket, and they're getting second looks. They're getting 2-3 rebounds. You cannot give CMR 2 or 3 looks at the basket.
Jacob Ness with the foul. That is his second and the 17th foul against the Golden Bears here in the first half. 1:44 to play in our first half. Russell leads 23-12. Missed free throw opportunity, but CMR picks up the long rebound. Stawinski out front with it for the Rustlers. Back to Martinez. Now they swing it out near side. Go back out front to Stawinski. Russell being patient offensively. Alex Martinez goes inside. Ball swatted away by Halverson, and back come the Golden Bears down by 11. Off they get it. Josh Swain, he looks to go inside, can't do it. Out front, they get it to Muller. Boy, he has played big for them. This one, they'll miss. King with the board up, shot no good, and he got fouled. It's amazing you take one kid out of the game like Eustace, how much more effective Billings West seems to be down low.
Well, I'm just going to tell you this right now. Eustace is not your normal kid. He's a tremendous basketball player, and the intimidation factor that he brings to the key is a real problem. So this is a good time for Billings West. In fact, it's a great time for them to get back in the basketball game.
Liskin with the foul is second of the ball game. King back to the line for the West High Bears. They're 2 of 4 at the line. He has been the only kid that's gone to the line. He's now 3 of 5. As Stordahl comes in,
King
and
is very consistent basketball player, and I think he and Halverson are as good as anybody in the conference at the post. It's just that I think Josh Eustace is a step above everybody else.
You know, I look down at West. They've had only 3 kids score here in the first half. You're not going to win a state championship with only 3 kids scoring, as King misses the second one. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it belongs to CM Russell. 69 seconds to play here in our first half, the state championship game here on Bresnan Communications.
The pressure on this press, their half-court trap, and this full-court 2-2-1 and the 2-3 zone has caused some problems for CMR. It's just that they're getting so many different looks, 2 and 3 shots at the basket. The rebounding is killing Billings West right now.
Agamendi out front with it. Less than a minute to play first half. 23-13 Rustlers. Here's Bliskin off to Agamendi. Now out to Harper as Russell just being patient offensively, looking for a good shot here late in the first half. Off they go to Sawinski. His shot up, shot rims in and out, no good. Tipped up and taken down by West High. Under 30 seconds to play in the first half. Eli Swain brings the ball down the floor for the Rustlers, or for Billings West rather. Over to Stordahl, who has been very, very quiet. He's normally their big gun out front. Back to Schwann. Under 10 seconds to play first half. They almost lose the ball out in the forecourt, and now they do lose the ball. Boy, terrific. That kind of sums up the first half. The Russell defense has just been too good for Billings West.
That was intense pressure that time, and he did a great job of sticking with it.
And now CMR looks for that final opportunity. And that a lot of coaches do that because if you can get a bucket going into the locker room, what does that mean momentum?
Well, it's not. You're in a situation right now, you're down 23-13. You want to get a good look and a good shot up, and more in reality, but based on the way you're playing right now, you really don't want them to have another look at the basket, and they got plenty of time here to get a shot off.
5 seconds is an eternity in basketball.
Well, this is a great defensive game. It's 23-13, and both these teams probably averaged, 68 points a game maybe, and both teams are showing great defense. Billings West just has to pick it up on the offensive end. You're going to see a great game before this is all over.
Well, they say that offense will put people in the seats, but it's defense that wins championships, and right now both these teams are playing outstanding defense.
You notice Eustace is in the last 5 seconds, so they're going to look for an outside jumper and kick to him.
Get it into Agamemnon, and he's fouled in the backcourt by Murai. And that'll drive a coach crazy because it's a foul in the backcourt. He's going away from the bucket. Now you get to go to the line and shoot free throws and get an easy 2 potentially if you're a CMR.
You know, it's hard to chastise Chase Murai because that is a hustle foul.
That's a hustle foul.
But the ball was good. They would have never got a shot off considering where the ball would have been caught at. I'd take that guy on my team anytime. He gives you everything he's got.
He does. The Murai kid, he's a great player. He's a great young kid. I got an opportunity to meet him this summer. Him and his dad were coming through Butte and stopped at Pork Chop John's. Missed free throw opportunity. Shot put up. It's no good. And we're at halftime here in our state championship game on Bresnan. At the break, CM Russell of Great Falls leads Billings West here 23-13. Let's take a 2-minute timeout.
Community Counseling and Correctional Services has been serving the needs of Montana for over 25 years. Butte is the headquarters, with other Montana facilities in Bozeman, Glendive, Lewistown, and Anaconda. CCCS also has centers in North Dakota and Washington State. Community Counseling and Correctional Services employs over 500 people. The entire staff supports high school and college athletics and activities and wishes the best to all young students as they follow their dreams. This message has been brought to you by Community Counseling and Correctional Services.
Montana Orthopedics has a new home in the Regional Medical Arts Pavilion next to St. James Healthcare. A new home means more ways to treat you, but one thing remains the same: our staff's commitment to help you recover. During each step along the process, the staff at Montana Orthopedics is there to help you, from the latest in surgical care to rehabilitation. Injuries and pain don't need to cripple your life. The staff at Montana Orthopedics is here to help. Montana Orthopedics, a professional commitment to help you.
The folks around here know that if you're part of a place, you should take care of it. At First Interstate, taking care of our customers has always been our top priority. Over the years, that commitment hasn't changed. You've helped us become one of the region's strongest banks, and we still believe in the future of this place we call home.
The right choice.
At American Car Care Centers, the price you see is the price you get with no extras ever. Some places charge up to $20 extra for things like mounting, balancing, and valve stems. American Car Care Centers never charge extra. Mounting, balancing, and valve stems are always free. The price you see is the price you get with no extras ever. Visit your American Car Care Center today, where you get the right tire at the right price.
The right choice. American Car Care Centers.
Tradition. The Sportsman of the Year on KBOW Radio. Listen all season long as KBOW brings you the Butte High Bulldogs, Montana Tech Ore Diggers, Monday Night Football, ESPN Radio,
Back here at the Butte Civic Center, where the CM Russell drill team out there performing at halftime here before a full house at the Butte Civic Center. CMR leads Billings West 23-13. John Thatcher joins us here. Butte High coach, your assessments, coach, of that first half.
Well, the difference in this basketball game right now is great. CMR's ability to get 2 and 3 looks at the basket. They're just doing a tremendous job of pounding the boards. And secondly, they are doing such a great job of forcing Billings West to run their offense farther out than they really care to, and they're not getting looks for their shooters right now, which would be Stordahl and Duke and Muller. They really haven't. And Muller's had maybe 2 good looks. The other 2, I don't know if they've got more than 1 or 2 shots between them. And that's the success story for Billings West, is their ability to put that 3-pointer in.
All right, you're in the locker room now with both teams. Let's start with Billings West. What are you going to do adjustment-wise if you're the West High Bears?
You know, I think they need to be a little bit more patient on offense. They're playing sound defense. I mean, they've only given up 23 points and against a darn good basketball team, and I think they just need to be a lot more patient on offense in what they're doing. I think they caused some problems with their 2-2-1. Their 1-3-1 has caused problems, and their 2-3 zone is more effective than their man-to-man has been. So they're going to discuss a little bit the word patience, and they have to have a little more patience on offense.
CMR, what do you tell your kids? Boy, they played well that first half.
Yeah, well, what you tell your kids, we got to pick it up a notch offensively because they've missed their share of shots. They got to put free throws in. CMR right now is in great shape, depending on the adjustments that Billings West makes. I don't think they can allow Eustace to have the ball free one-on-one down there because he jumps so high and he gets the ball up on the glass. So they have to make some adjustments from the standpoint of him, and they've got to keep him off the boards. And if they're going to attack him down at this end, Billings West, they've got to attack his body and not try to shoot the ball away from him.
Well, you talk about free throws. CMR 1 of 8 in the first half. Normally, that's not going to get it done for you at a state championship game.
No, and it's really not a factor. That half's over. It's not a factor in the basketball game at all. However, depending on the things that happen with Billings West, it will be a big factor entering the middle of the fourth quarter.
We're at halftime here in our state championship game here at the break here at the Butte Civic Center. It's 23-13 CMR over Billings West. We'll be back with the second half after this.
Oh, it happened one night. My beautiful body was wrecked, like when my driver hit a deer. Well, thanks to Butori Collision Center, it's all past me now.
My owner took me to Butori's, and now I look even better than before the accident.
I was just a mess until the technicians at Butori's repaired and painted me.
Don't trust your body to just anyone. See Butori Collision Center, where you meet the nicest people by accident. Butori Collision Center, 1811 4 Mile Road in Butte.
American Federal got us into our first home. My loan officer was my guide, my teacher, my cheerleader, my coach, the whole way through. She believed that I deserved a home of my own, took a chance on me, and got us here. She made sure my house was one I could afford and keep. American Federal did right by me, and I did right by American Federal. I love my house and I love my bank.
Trust. It means so much in the pawn business, so go to the people you know and trust, Bruce and Bob's Good Guy Pawn. You get the best deal and fair value for your item. Bruce and Bob have more than 30 years combined experience in running Butte's oldest locally owned pawn shop. They'll treat you right. Bruce and Bob's carries all types of items, jewelry, sporting goods, household items, and almost every type of video entertainment you can imagine. So when it comes to pawn shops, go with the ones you know and trust, Bruce and Bob's Good Guy Pawn.
The more options, the better you can be covered. Hi there, I'm John Goldberg of Rocky Mountain Insurance. Here at Rocky Mountain Insurance, we have a wide range of options for auto, home, recreational, business, and life insurance needs that allow you the option of selecting the policy and the price that best suits you. Come into 1917 Harrison Avenue and let the power of our various insurance options go to work for you. That's Rocky Mountain Insurance.
The Montana High School Association's 180 member schools are sponsors of over 60 state championships every year. Those events include sports, music, and speech events. The MHSA, which had its start in 1921, supports the mission that equal opportunity in activities must exist for the youth of Montana. MHSA, with its longtime corporate sponsor, Northwestern Energy, is proud and pleased to cooperate in televising this postseason event.
All right, here we go. The second half of our state championship game on Bresnan Communications Big Sky Channel. It's been all CMR here in the first half. They lead 23-13. The Rustlers have won 5 state championships. Those came in 1977 when they beat Great Falls High, that at the Yellowstone Metros. That was the first state championship at the AA level at the Metro. Then they won in 2000, 01, 02, and 04. Their last state championship was at the University of Montana Fieldhouse. They beat Butte High in what was a really, really good game. For West High, they have won 7 state titles in 63, 74, 75, 80, 81, 07, and 08. They're trying to do a three-peat, something they've never done in school history. Right now, they've got an uphill climb here against the Rustlers. Here's J.C. Murai out front with it for West High, trailing by 10 points.
Right now, you're seeing a lot more movement out of Billings West than you saw in the first half, and we'll see if it's going to be
Well,
a
they need to get
factor
some
here.
more spacing, don't they? Halverson with the shot, no. Rebound by Eustis, and more movement will mean more kids getting space, and that's, I think, what Billings West needs to do. They missed the shot. Here comes Agamemnon down the floor with it for CMR. Off they get it to Harper. Boy, he played well in that first half. So does the kid with the ball now, Eustis. Down low, they get it. Shot underneath Eustis. Shot up, shot. No! It goes out of bounds. They say it belongs to CMR. You know, John, you look at the halftime numbers. Rebounds was a big factor, 21-13 as far as CMR. But, you know, that free throw line, if CMR even hits half their free throws, this game would be very one-sided.
It'd be very difficult to climb back in. But they're within 10, and they're in very good position to do so. And with the movement, they talked about movement, obviously, at halftime, and patience. And they were patient the first look down. So we'll see what happens. Here again, great CMR gets the rebound edge here, and they end up with the basketball again.
Shot put up, it's no good. Rebound comes down to the Rustlers, and out front they get another reset. Bliskin goes back out front to Agamemnon. 23-13 your score, 6:50 to play here, third period. West High in that 2-3 zone. They started the game in a man-to-man, gone to that 2-3 zone to try to cut down on the Rustlers. Inside to Copeland, his shot up, no. Rebound Eustis, and the foul called on the rebound.
Another offensive board. He wasn't screened off, and he got up there on the rim and pulled it down.
Foul on King, that is his second of the ball game and first team foul against West High here in the second half. Parsons with it, or check that, Bliskin with it, back out front to Agamemnon. West High's going to sit in that 2-3 zone. Off to Harper, now to Agamemnon. Over to Harper, back they go to Agamemnon, thinks about a 3. Now to Copeland, Copeland from 17, countered, and he got fouled. Big time shot by him.
Bucket's good, fouls on 42 for CMR Bliskin.
For Bliskin, that's his third foul of the ball game. 25-13. CMR looking to win their 5th state championship in this decade. West High Bears looking for a three-peat. And right now, that three-peat, they're going to have to pick it up if they're going to get back into this one. West High, a lot of movement last time down the floor. Let's see what they do this time here. Here's Murai. Off they get it to Stordahl. Stordahl from 3. Shot good. Boy, they need that kid, John.
Well, that's the first decent look he's got at the basket, and a lot of reasons that could be tired or whatever, but he needs to do that. He and Duke need to get more involved in the game.
Offensive foul called on the other end. This one against Harper. That'll be his first personal. Second team foul against Russell here. 25-16. But, you know, usually in a game like this, if you're down, sometimes it takes like one play, like a Stordahl 3, to ignite something.
That's exactly right. We'll see what happens on this.
I think this is a big trip for Billings West, down by 9. Momentum-wise, they need to get some mo on their side. Here's King down the floor. Underneath, shot good, and West High, you can just sense a comeback right now by the Golden Bears.
That was a great seal by Halverson on Eustis, and he just got an easy look at the basket.
Here's Agamemnon down the floor with it. Agamemnon, far side, Harper, downtown, 3-shot, no, and the ball's tipped out of bounds. They say it's off West High.
Again, a backside board. They get another look. Very destructive. They got to keep CMR off the boards.
Ness comes back into the game. Now he did a nice job off the bench for Doug Robeson's club in that first half.
Well, they need size in here. CMR is loaded up. They bang the boards hard, so they need the big boy in here.
We're down to 5 minutes to play, third period. 25-18, CMR leads here over Billings West. West High Bears have not led the entire game. Eustis with it, goes back out front to Agamemnon. Off to Harper now, back to go to Wiley Agamemnon. Down low underneath. Nice play to Eustis, who misses the bunny. That's the second one he's missed. Good rebound, though, by CMR, and they'll get another look. They've got a lot of second chance opportunities in this game.
They do a great job of rebounding offensively, and it's shown here to start the second half, even though that West has cut into the lead. They've got to limit them to one shot. And that's one of the weaknesses of a zone is your ability to rebound.
Bliskin with an air ball off the three. Eustis with the rebound. Spins down low. Shot, no rebound again by CMR, and a foul called.
There's two quick offensive boards in a row. And again, we want to talk about the strength of CMR. I don't want to belittle Billings West, but they're being beat up on the boards right now.
And boy, you give a team a lot of second chance opportunities, you're not going to beat them. Especially a team as good as CMR. Into Eustis. They go down low. Back out front to Agamemnon. 4 minutes to play here in our third period. 25-18 Russell. Off to Copeland. Almost loses the ball. Picks up the loose ball, though. Gives it back to Harper. They'll reset with Bliskin out front. Agamemnon gives it to Eustis. Someone on him. Off they go, and they throw it away. Here's Halverson down the floor, and a double dribble called against West High.
And a great call by the official. It dribbled off his body. Great steal and great defensive work. Billings West is playing great defense right now.
You know, one thing about this tournament, there's been outstanding officiating, been very, very consistent throughout. That's all you can ask for of tournament officials.
No, they have the best of the best out here right now for this game.
Agamemnon with it. Now West High's going back to a man-to-man. Let's see what adjustment CMR makes. Off to Harper, down to Eustis. Give and go, shot, no. Rebound by Harper, and another opportunity. On this trip, John, I think I've counted at least 5 offensive boards by CMR.
And there has been, and that's just one of the things that have gotten them here this year. They just do it. They just put so much pressure on you on the boards. I think Billings West is playing outstanding defense. They just got to get a hold of the basketball. They brought their zone defense, their 2-3 zone out wider to cause some problems on the perimeter, but they're not getting people screened off.
Eustis drives inside. They won't call a foul there as he ran over the top of a West High player, and he'll put it up and in. He now has 8 in the ball game. It's 27-18. CMR down to 3:10 left in the third period. Boy, this game has gone by very quickly. They go down low to Ness. Shot up, shot no, and he got fouled, and Jacob will go to the line for the Golden Bears.
That was a great pass from Halverson, and Ness did the right thing with it. He took it to the rack and gets to shoot too.
Foul on Agamemnon. That is his first of the ball game. 13th foul against CMR here in the second half. Each team has 3 team fouls now here in the second half of our state final. Ness's free throw no good. Boy, neither team has shot the ball well at all from that free throw line.
Well, you know, a couple of factors. There's really some bumping and grinding going on down here. These big boys are beating on each other pretty good, and they're tired. And it's difficult to shoot free throws when you're tired.
Ness will get the second one, though. The lead is at 8 at 27-19. Ness will come out for the West High Bears. 3:06 to play third period. From the Civic Center in Butte, the 2009 state finals. Half-court trap by West High. CMR will break it. And here's Bliskin out front. Now they extend that zone as West High goes back into a 2-3. Agamendi out front with it. 2:45 to play third period. Agamendi goes left side. Inside they get the ball down underneath. Shot put up in by Bliskin. Boy, that's a good first step by him. And we have a timeout. We'll take one too. 29-19 Russell. Timeout for this.
Have you had an opportunity to view the handiwork of Butte Granite Works? Now's your chance. Plan on visiting the World Museum of Mining and the Miners Memorial Wall and Garden. What you'll see is a wonderful tribute to over 2,500 miners and their families, all encompassed in the fine work of the crew from Butte Granite Works and other people and businesses from our area. Learn more about Butte Granite Works at 600 Sampson Street in Butte, locally owned and operated.
Park and Main, Butte, Montana, the Metals Building. 100 years after it opened, the Metals Building is alive with its sports bar and grill. Come experience dining in its best in one of the most unique settings around. Glance at history with the Coach's Corner. Taste the best meals in town. See all your favorite teams play while sipping on a refreshing drink. There's also the excitement of our casino with service that is unmatched. History blends with excitement. Great food and lots of fun at the Metals Sports Bar and Grill. Park and Main in Uptown Butte. This is where it's at.
American Federal got us into our first home. My loan officer was my guide, my teacher, my cheerleader, my coach, the whole way through. She believed that I deserved a home.